Alright guys, this seminar is on the Indian Removal Act. This is Seminar A of the Westward Expansion Unit. Okay, what's the goal of the Indian Removal Act? It is to open up areas of the United States for white settlement. And to do that, they need to remove the Native Americans that live there. This is signed by President Andrew Jackson on May 28th, 1830. And if I scroll down here, what it does is it is going to move Native Americans to land west of the Mississippi. Basically, they have to give up their land, and you see Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, parts of Tennessee, and they're getting pushed into what was then called Indian Territory, but we now know today as Oklahoma. Some of the Native American tribes went peacefully, others did not. This all took place, as you can see, in the southern and southeastern area of the United States. This is famously called the Trail of Tears. Okay, here is a famous painting of the Trail of Tears. It was conducted in winter. It was pretty brutal. People died on this route. The loss of life was quite high. And it also gives us the legend of the Cherokee Rose, which is an actual flower. And it's about the Trail of Tears. What happens is, many died from the hardships, and the women wept. The old men knew the women must be strong to help the children survive, so they called upon the Great One to help their people and to give the mother strength. The Great One caused a plant to spring up everywhere the mother's tears had fallen upon the ground on the journey. So long story short, the legend of the Cherokee Rose is every place where one of the Native American women's tears hit the ground, a rose would spring up in its place. If I head all the way down here to some of the extend items, Andrew Jackson, obviously really important, he signs it. Cherokee Rose, we talked about that. Trail of Tears is the path to the west. Native resistance, you're going to see a lot of that in Florida with the Seminole Indians. The 5 civilized tribes, here is them on the map, and then this is actually their symbols, their logos, their badges, whatever you want to call it. This is from 1949, but it shows them working together, and they found out real early on, if these 5 tribes work together, they're much more powerful than if they were separate. So you'll find that out as well. But you have the extends, you have the Seminole Wars, and that's plural, because you see it goes from 35 to 42, so it's quite a long time. And I have a video clip here, which is from the History Channel.
With the Indians who were living there.
The relocation of the Native American Indians was something that began in colonial times. As American population moved west, as it crowded into the lands that had been occupied by the Indians, they found themselves being pushed. Our life.
And that's just, obviously a part of it. This whole thing goes into treatment of Native Americans and forcing them out. And that has really been throughout American history. White settlers show up and force Native Americans off that land and take it over as their own. This is just another chapter in that history, and obviously with the Trail of Tears, it's a pretty important chapter. So but this is the seminar on the Indian Removal Act and what that does, especially to the southern part of the United States, and really what it does to Native Americans, throughout their history.